from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL. There's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Underneath here to Hill. 23 yards on the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Brought in here by Tyler Eifert.
I think in a lot of ways, Tyler Eifert is happy to wave bye-bye to 2016 because of the injury issues. Got hurt in the Pro Bowl, missed the first 6 games of the season, and then couldn't finish the year with another back injury.
Yeah, and the one that hurt, that Pro Bowl injury. Supposed to be such an award for the great year he had a season ago, and just never really got things going this year, did he?
Such a difficult matchup, especially in the red zone. Look for a big bounce back in 2017.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles and take the contact as well as dish it out.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. For Jeremy Hill, with the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing, and his 2 100-yard games both came against Cleveland, I believe.
Yeah, if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill and the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, here's Bernard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way. They want to see that continue.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon LaFell, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on first down. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked up. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second down, Dalton. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Perry in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They send Green to the left on his own. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position. Unable to move the football.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Rodgers. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Play clock winding down. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. 319. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packers defense here, they're heading back out onto the field. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had